Coming up on Breaking Bread, we're going to be in Astoria, Queens, but you got to stay tuned to find out what parish we're going to cover and what restaurants we're going to visit. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Breaking Bread, and I'm Tati, here to show you the best places to eat around your parish. Now today we're in Astoria, Queens, and we're going to be right around Most Precious Blood Church. Now this church is nestled right in between Broadway and Steinway Streets, and you know there are tons of great places to eat around here. And of course, Monsignor Jamie is going to meet up with us a little later on in the show, of course to have a little food and faith talk, and he's going to explain to us what Most Precious Blood means. Now we've got a lot to cover, so let's get started. Let's go. Hey guys, so here we are at our very first stop of the day, and it's called Monica's Cafe Bar. Now, it's kind of got a Mediterranean flavor right in the middle of this very residential neighborhood. And I think I'm feeling breakfast. What about you? Let's go see what they have. All right, guys, you know how I do. Straight into the kitchen. I've got Fabio here, the manager, and Luis, the cook. And we've got a lot of beautiful ingredients laid out. So what are we gonna make?
We're gonna make the Cypriot breakfast,
Nice.
our most popular brunch item.
Nice. So
Yes.
what is all this stuff gonna do?
All right.
I see sausage, I see cheese.
Yeah, we have very popular sausage that's from Cyprus and grilled halloumi cheese. Then we have all the basic ingredients.
I'm getting excited
Fresh
already.
lemon juice, there you got it.
All right, so what's the first thing that we're gonna do?
Well, what was done already was that we grilled the halloumi,
Right.
we grilled the sausage,
Okay.
and Louis right here, he's gonna prepare the count fries
Let's
out of
do it.
scratch.
A little chopped white onion. So now all of this is for the potatoes. These are a lot of ingredients for potatoes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I bet they're good.
They're great. They taste even better.
Nice.
They look great, but they taste better.
Salt.
So you said this is one of your most popular brunch items here. So is brunch a big, busy time for you guys?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Actually,
I use
people
the
wait
potatoes.
to make reservations.
Saturdays, Sundays?
Saturdays, Sundays, packed and crazy
Nice.
with brunch items. And we serve brunch every day until 5. So
Oh,
it's hard
that's
to
awesome.
it's hard to find a place that actually can have brunch from Monday to Friday
Yeah,
with the same quality.
exactly. Especially till 5 on the weekends. Because sometimes you know you get a late start to your weekend.
And the good thing for a cafe bar, people really coming here to chill. It's no rush.
Yeah.
It's a story place.
Nice. So we've got our potatoes. I think I see the asparagus is in there, butter.
A little touch of pepper.
Nice.
Already, then I put a little herbs.
That
Want to put them right there?
little parsley. So our potatoes are done. Now we're just gonna fry a couple of eggs, right?
Right, that's
I gotta say, those potatoes have a lot of ingredients in them. Simple, but a lot of different things.
And it's done fresh every day. There's no preparation that's done like a week or
Right, for the
or
whole
weekly.
week.
No,
Right.
no.
Got you.
Yeah, and you can tell by tasting the difference.
You can always tell when it comes to the table and you start eating.
You're so right about that.
And you know, breakfast is literally my favorite meal of the day.
Is that
Anything
really?
breakfast
Is that
related,
really?
absolutely.
What's your favorite dish?
You know, fried eggs.
Yeah?
I love fried eggs. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna like this definitely. Okay, now everything is ready. It's time to put it together.
The eggs, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All fries right there.
Right.
That's good.
Looks awesome.
Halloumi cheese here. Then we put the Greek sausage.
Perfect.
Decoration we put the
Tomato
tomatoes here. This one is
for decoration. It doesn't need much decoration. Here we go. Cyprus breakfast. Can I get some coffee with this?
You should.
All right, let's go eat.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Louis.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, so I dragged Fabio away from work and I got him to sit down and have some breakfast with me. So thanks
Finally,
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
So what do you have?
I'm having the English breakfast.
That looks good.
It's baked beans, poached eggs on English muffins, the same count fries that we showed earlier,
Nice,
grilled tomatoes and bacon.
nice. So now you did tell me something about this Cypriot breakfast. Now the owner, Monica, is from Cyprus, right?
You got it.
So this is kind of like in honor of her.
Totally. Since 1996,
Wow.
people, yeah, that's when she actually opened the place.
So she's one of the originals then, in this whole neighborhood in
The
Astoria,
whole
right?
Astoria,
Yeah.
whole Astoria.
Because it
And
wasn't
she-
always hot and popping like it is
and
now,
she-
right?
Well, back in the day, there was only cafe bar to go through and be laid back and have good quality of food and nice music and everything. And Astoria back in 1996, I don't even remember how was it. Of course, nowadays we have a lot of new places,
Right.
new immigrations,
Yeah.
which is great,
Right.
which is great. But cafe bar is still the reference to all the places that came after that.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And I mean, something good to drink too. I love these.
And you're going for a Greek coffee right there. That's a frappe.
So good.
Yes, a frappe Nescafe whipped. It's a little bit of sugar or no sugar as you wish.
Right.
And that's the closer to the iced coffee in America.
Ah.
Yes, because it has ice and
But it's richer, it's creamier, the coffee is stronger
It's
than
almost-
the Nescafe.
it's almost a dessert.
Yeah, it's good. And we got good food, good vibe, great people here.
Thank you, Tati.
When you're in Astoria, you've got to visit Monica's Cafe Bar. To learn more about them, go to our website, netny.net/breakingbread. Fabio and I are going to finish eating.
Yes, let's enjoy it.
And you want to try the
Of course, you know, Tati. I'll try anything.
Yeah.
And get
And
some
the
beautiful
spicy
crust.
mayo or whatever that is. It's awesome. Hey, Monsignor Jamie.
Hey, Tati, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How do you like Astoria?
You know, I like Astoria a lot, and I feel like this is a very diverse neighborhood.
It is. You know, I grew up in this neighborhood.
Yeah?
And it has always been a diverse neighborhood. There are different ethnic people from all over the world. A lot of Irish, Italian, German, Filipino, Hispanic,
Wow.
everywhere. And of course, we have non-Catholics as well, all
Right.
in this area. A lot of Greeks have lived in this neighborhood for many, many years.
Right, I see a lot of Middle Eastern influence
Yes,
too.
exactly. And with that, there is a nightlife here in this part of Queens.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of fun to be had in Astoria.
A lot of outdoor cafes. You can walk down the Avenue Broadway like 11 o'clock at night, sit out, have a little cappuccino, espresso,
Nice.
Turkish coffee.
Yeah, so it's kind of a poppin' neighborhood.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
I think we should go and start exploring. What do you think?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, Tati, this is a new place in the neighborhood. We have to try it out.
All right.
Il Bambino.
I see paninis, tapas.
Salads.
I'm always in the mood for a good sandwich. Let's get
Let's
in
go.
here. So here we are, guys, inside Il Bambino with the owner, Darren. Thank you so much for
How's it
having
going,
us.
guys?
Thank you, Darren, for having us.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Now, this spread looks awesome. Now, you guys are really known for your panini, so I'm going to start diving right in. And I heard that this was chicken. And do you want to try the
Of course, you know, Tati. I'll try anything.
Yeah.
This is our most popular panini. It's roasted chicken with baby arugula, homemade smoked spicy mayonnaise, mozzarella. Monsignor, what you have is prosciutto with fig spread and gorgonzola dolce.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so good.
You know, in Italy, these are very popular, the paninis, and they, you know,
Yes,
they,
that's
they
probably
press
hand-
them on the ovens, and they're becoming very popular here in the States.
Yes, I'd like to think that we do it a little bit differently than everybody else. The style of bread that we use is a little bit different. We don't use it or pita bread or anything. We use ciabatta
Nice.
and get
And
some
the
beautiful
spicy
crust.
Mayo or whatever that is awesome.
And you make a lot of your
Good.
mayos and your sauces and
We
oils
make
and
pretty much everything here. The pestos, the olive spreads, any of the flavored oils that we make, any of the mayonnaises or aiolis are all homemade here.
Homemade.
and the presentation. I mean, it's beautiful.
It
I mean,
is.
it's,
Thank you.
Now, this is avocado butter on top of here?
Avocado butter, just basically a play on words. It's just avocado that's mashed. We mix it with a little bit of lemon aioli, roasted garlic, and then we sprinkle a little goat cheese on the top and some chili oil as well.
I
Give it a little
love
bit of
goat
heat.
cheese.
They play off each other. So.
Now
Very
tell us a little
nice.
about the name. Little Bambino.
Well, myself and my wife just had a baby, and we were sitting outside an Italian cafe one day having a cup of coffee. Her uncle walked by, he was Italian, and we said, "What's baby in Italian?" And he said, "Bambino," and that was it. Il Bambino was born.
Wow.
The second one, and
second
but that's pretty much it.
Well, everything
So-
here is really, really delicious.
Thank you.
And it's got its own little spin on everything.
What type of clientele do you have coming in?
Our demographic is pretty young. I mean, the neighborhood, it's a very young neighborhood. They don't get out of bed early on a Sunday morning. So we have always a late start on a Sunday morning. We've seen the neighborhood change. We have the space now nearly 5 years. We've seen the neighborhood change in the last few years. This avenue has definitely changed. I mean, there was nobody really down here when we first came down. There was one or two mom and pop restaurants, and it's completely changed now. I mean, the landscape is very different than it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
But this space is always also unique too. Like you've got a garden in the back. And I mean, okay, it's a weekday, it's the middle of the day, and this place is packed. So obviously people feel comfortable to come by any time of day, right?
Yeah, it's a great spot. I mean, it's very private. A lot of the places on 30th Avenue, everything is outside.
Yeah.
And even here on the corner, everything is outside. What makes Il Bambino a little bit different is that it's all in the back.
Nice.
So little do you know that from the outside, you got this great space at the back that when you're sitting back there at night or even during the day, you would never even know that you were in Astoria or the city. It's great.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, to learn more about Il Bambino, go to our website, netny.net/breakingbread. Darren, thank you. And
You're very welcome,
Thank you.
guys.
Eating,
I
join us.
appreciate it.
this is the garlic that you're
This is
going
the
to use?
garlic, the natural garlic, and the garlic we use.
Okay, so what's that in there? Oil?
Oil.
Nice.
Well, the name means garbage dump. It's called Basura Restaurant.
You know what they say, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
There you go. Welcome back to Breaking Bread, everyone. Monsignor Jamie and I are still at Il Bambino.
Still eating.
Still eating. You know, we like this place so much and we're so comfortable, we decided to have coffee, cake, and conversation here. So as you know, we're in Astoria around Most Precious Blood Church. And, you know, we're going to just do our thing, right?
Okay,
like we
great.
always do. So first, let's get to this dessert. Because,
Of
you
course.
know,
First things first.
first things first.
Now here I believe is a brownie, and he has some fresh nuts in there and some espresso flavor in there. And
Espresso flavored
Yes.
brownies? All right.
all homemade.
Okay, thank you. This is a dense brownie.
It's like
So
a
you know
mu-
it's
almost
gonna
like
be
a mud
good.
pie.
Mm.
And I believe this
Gotta
here
try
is
this.
a panna cotta with basil. It's like-
Interesting.
and a little strawberry sauce with
Now that's really different. Panna cotta with basil. I like these new flavors that are turning up all over the place.
especially in desserts. Sometimes
Yeah.
they put balsamic vinegar, and you know, it just brings out the best of flavors.
Yeah, olive oil flavor and things. And the really cool thing that Darren mentioned is that they have a different flavor every week. So that's cool.
It's
different.
As soon as you taste it, the flavor comes right out. You taste
Right.
that basil.
And it tastes like fresh basil, like a basil leaf in your mouth, right?
How's that brownie?
Delicious.
Few calories.
That's okay. We'll burn it off one day.
So you like this neighborhood?
I do like this neighborhood. I think it's cool that you grew up here. Kind of, you know, adds a little nostalgia to
And
it.
it has changed, you know, in so many ways. And you know, every couple of years it changes in a different direction. I mean, and now it's just really a live place. And as I said earlier, it is at night. It has a nightlife. Not too many neighborhoods outside of Manhattan have a
I know,
nightlife.
definitely.
And the church, Most Precious Blood, is probably one of the most populated churches in this whole neighborhood.
That's very, very cool. Now, for people who don't know, what does most precious blood mean?
Well, I mean, for Catholics, we believe that the greatest gift that Jesus left us was the Eucharist, the Holy Eucharist. And we believe that on the Last Supper, Holy Thursday evening, at the Passover meal, when he was with the apostles, he took the bread and wine and he turned it into his body and blood because he knew the death that he would be enduring the next day. And he wanted to leave them a part of himself, a lasting memorial, and he left us the Eucharist. And we believe that every time we go to Mass and the priest says the words of the institution of the priesthood, of the Eucharist, he changes the bread and wine into the body and blood of Christ. And that actually becomes his body and blood. And that's what makes us one body in Christ.
So why call it precious then?
Well, anything that's precious is very dear to you. I mean, for a
Right.
parent, they call their children precious because it's, they love them so much and they're so dear to them, it's close to the heart. And to Catholics, we believe and, we feel that the Eucharist, the precious blood and the body of Christ are very precious. They're so dear to us, they're close to us, and it's probably the most important aspect of our faith.
Right, and held in very high regard
Yes,
too,
that's
right?
why when you go into a church, you always, you pay reverence to the Blessed Sacrament, you genuflect, you bow, and even before you receive communion, you bow as a sign of reverence and
Right.
respect because it is precious
Right.
and valuable and unique.
So we're going to finish up our conversation because I have like 100 more questions for you, as usual. And then we're going to head over to our next spot. But to learn more about Il Bambino, go to our website, netny.net/breakingbread.
Well, Tati, it's great to be back here on Steinway Street.
Yeah, there's lots of shops. But I found a place that I bet you haven't been to before.
What's that?
This place right here, and I'm not going to give it away. It's Colombian and Latin food, but with a theme. I think
Wow.
it's going to catch you off guard.
Sounds very interesting.
Come, let's check it out. So Monsignor Jamie and I came straight to the kitchen here at Pasurero, and we're gonna have porgy, and Ramon, the chef here, is gonna make it for us. Now, Monsignor, what were you telling me about porgy? It's kind of like a mild fish.
It's a mild fish, it's a meaty fish. There's a little bone in the center that you kind of take out. And how are we going to prepare this?
Before we start, to put the seasoning, and we start with the lemon, adobo, and a garlic, natural garlic sauce. So after that, we put it in a fry.
Right.
We make the porgy with the tostones and the rice and beans.
Love it.
So
Okay.
everything
And this is the
gonna
garlic
be-
that you're
This is
gonna
the
use?
garlic, the natural garlic, and the garlic we use.
Okay, so what's that in there? Oil?
Oil.
Nice.
Oil because we put in the blend and
You
So
blend
it'll
it
blend
all.
it out.
Right,
we
nice.
make it
Nice, and we
natural.
got a little
So that
house
season, special
seasoning.
season.
Okay, so let's get going.
Put in the fry it.
Okay.
Yeah, and tostones are green plantains, so the unripened ones, sliced up, deep fried, mashed, and fried again.
So they're not as sweet.
Yeah, they're not as sweet. They're, think of like, I don't want to say yuca, not potato, but more starchy kind of taste to them.
We try to make it every time when we make it one plate is in a natural at the time. We never
Nice.
prepare nothing before.
Everything's fresh.
Everything
Right.
is fresh. It's
What are
fresh.
these here now?
Oh, this is the meat pie.
And you stuff it with type of meat?
With beef. We put
Okay.
the beef and the potato inside.
Nice.
And this is like a corn,
A corn dough.
Yeah.
Right.
So we fry it.
Well, I like anything fried.
It always tastes good.
always
It's not
tastes
that
good.
healthy, but it's good.
So we've got our porgy in the fryer, we've got our tostones in the fryer, we've got our empanadas in the fryer. So all we have to do is wait.
Now, how long do they take to?
Yeah, like a 12 minutes to be fried.
For the fish?
Yeah, for the fish. Tostones, you want to take like a 4 minutes. After that, we smash and we put it back again.
And the empanadas?
Empanadas take like 8 minutes.
Right.
Okay, Ramon, so we're gonna let you finish up down here, and we're gonna go upstairs and finish taking a look around.
There's so much to see up there.
So much to see.
Okay, so I want to prepare something for you guys, and I know you want to love that for when you taste it.
Perfect.
Oh, great. Okay.
We'll be
great.
upstairs. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Okay,
Ramon.
Ramon.
thank you very
See you
much.
later.
Thank you.
All right, guys, lunch is served and breakfast is served
Breakfast.
at the same time. And we've got George here, one of the managers. Now, first things first, this place is eclectic to say the least. What does the name of this restaurant mean, and what's up with all the stuff?
Well, the name means garbage dump. It's called Basurero Restaurant. And the
Okay.
fact that there's so many decorations all over the restaurant is because when you go to one of the restaurants in Medellin, Colombia, which is where my family and I am from as well, that's how the restaurants are. It's like a Colombian embassy the moment you walk in.
Okay, so this is classic from where you're from.
Yeah, this is it.
It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I have to be
know.
honest with you.
There were some things we were trying to figure out what it was. Monsignor was like, I think it was a record player. And then we were like, wait, was this like a piece of machinery? We
Right.
couldn't figure it out. So this is, where'd you guys get all this stuff from?
Well, not only do we go to Colombia and bring stuff back from over there, we go on cross-country trips every year, and
Nice.
we just
Pick up
stop.
things.
Yeah, especially
Flea
down
markets,
south,
garage sales,
everywhere.
right?
You know, in Texas, we picked up a bull's head, which was like 50 pounds,
Wow.
humongous bull's head. You know, and
And when you put it all together?
oh,
look
also
at
we
that.
went to the scrap yards, the
Right.
garbage dumps, and you know, we were good friends with the owners, and they were like, take whatever you want.
Well, you know what they say, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
There you go. Now,
Well,
I
this
agree
is not
with
garbage.
No.
No, this is delicious.
Now this is a typical breakfast
Yeah,
dish. My God, I have some eggs here and this
That'll
here.
keep you full all day.
eggs,
right there.
steak,
Steak.
rice and beans,
Wow.
arepa, and the hogado, which is topping the calentado, which is the rice and beans.
Oh, okay. Now this here is made, what's it, this is
It's
called?
corn. It's corn
Cornmeal.
pie. You could call it a corn pie.
That's great.
I've had that before. It's really good. This fish is really good. It's
The
mild
porgy?
and flaky. I don't remember having porgy before, but I like how it's fried. The lime on top, delicious. And of course, you never go wrong with tostones.
Never, not at all.
Never.
A little bit of lime on the tostones also.
Delicious. So I heard you guys are on Facebook.
Yeah, we have our own marketing team that handles all the Facebook for the restaurant. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, Basurero New York, just
Nice.
the NY.
Who does the Twitter feed? Is that you?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, of course. I think I'm going to follow them on Twitter. I bet this guy has some funny stuff to say. And you can go to our website, netny.net/breakingbread, to get the full menu here at Basurero Restaurant. We're going to keep on eating.
I'm gonna try some of your fish.
Go for it. It's really good. Well, we decided to come back to the church to end off our episode. And I really wanted to come here because I heard that this church had a very different look than all of the other churches in the diocese. So explain this to me.
Well, it's very different. If you look around, it's very Art Deco.
Right.
And this church was constructed in the 1930s, the early 30s, when they were building the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building was just completed. And they built this in that style.
I see. I can see it. Like a lot of the little detail in the building looks like something you'll see in the city.
Yes, exactly. And I don't think there's any other church like this in the whole diocese.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Well, I definitely want to take a look around. But we had a great episode. We had some great food. We learned about the meaning of most precious blood. Thank you, Monsignor.
You're welcome. You're
Of
welcome. We did a
course.
lot today.
We did. And to learn more about the church, go to our website, netny.net/breakingbread. And when you're in Astoria, stop by, check out the mass schedule, and check out all this beauty. It's something very unique. You don't want to miss it. So why don't we go look around?
Let's go.
All right.